So in this video, we're going to review the My Settings page. We're going to walk through how we can change some settings there and just what it looks like and how it affects our user experience. So again, we're going to pop back into Business Central. So I'm again in my Kronos company. As per usual, I'm starting on My Settings. So we've talked about the different roles, we've talked about companies. So your work date, as I mentioned, it's not entirely uncommon in a demo company for this to just have a demo work date. So if needed, you can go ahead and you can click on either the date picker here, and you would be able to select whatever working date that you want. Typically, you're going to choose today's date. So if you wanted, you could also do a T and then a tab. By default, that will just take today's date. Within Business Central, as a little cheat sheet if you wanted, if you just put in a number, the system will assume current date, current month. If you put in something like this, 11/17, the system will assume the current year based on the year that you're in. And then, as I had mentioned, of course, you can always just use your date picker as well. You can set your region and language. These are typically set up with the environment and not changed. You've got your notifications. So in certain pages, say for example, a sales order page, when you close it, it will tell you and warn you that the document isn't released. It may be part of your business process that it will be released for, a couple of days or always initially when you first create it. So you might find that that's annoying and you want to turn it off. So you can click change when I receive notifications. Now this isn't for everything in the system, but it is for a lot. So what I could do is I could then use my search. So I could look for, sales or order or something like that. I can also just, scroll down and see what I can find. So here I can indicate warn about unposted documents. I could turn that off if I want. You'll see that I could also set up conditions. So if I have that turned on, it was saying that it's only going to warn about unposted on the invoice. I could click on this. If I wanted to, I could say, well, I want it to warn me on an invoice and an order as well. Again, if you don't like it at all, you can just disable it entirely. So these are, again, not for everything, but it can be something that in some areas you do have the ability to turn on and off. Work date reminder. So again, if you know that you're just playing around, you're in a demo company, the work date isn't going to be current. Again, something that you might want to just turn off. And then as I mentioned, you do have the ability. So for example, things like low on inventory, you can view filters and maybe you say, well, I only want to be warned about certain items in a specific item category code or with a specific vendor. But this just allows you to only be warned and prompted about things that you need. There's teaching tips. So when you first have Business Central turned on, this will turn on. And then as you're navigating around sales orders, invoices, card pages, things like that, Business Central will have a blue dialog box that pops up for that area. It's not in all the pages on everything, but you will see that those pop-ups will just show up as you navigate around. Over time, you'll need those teaching tips less and less because you've been playing, so you can just turn this off, when the time is appropriate for you. As you're storing things to the cloud, this just lets you know where that cloud storage is going to be. And that can be helpful, especially if you guys start finding that you're using a lot of capacity or a lot of database storage, you're able to go in and see all your files and make some changes there as well. So that's just a bit of an overview on the My Settings page.
Thanks for joining me and taking the time to watch. As always, my goal here is really just to bring some of those frequently asked questions and questions about Business Central to a broader audience in the community. If there's a feature video that you're looking to see or more questions about the feature that we just went over, please use my contact information to reach out. Again, I want to make sure that it's relevant. I want to make sure that it would hit a larger audience, and I'm really open to suggestions from you in the community.